Hello, hi there. Um, Thanks for tuning in. I just wanna analyze with us some key concepts here about the basic things that we usually talk about. My name is Denish Siva, and I just want to give us some bit of illustration on how to help each other when we develop. I like the concept of growth and also the concept of development. There's this guy called Thomas Sankara. He said that there are two ways of being. The first way is how others perceives you and how you perceive yourself. Then now the weight between these two realizations makes you or determines the person you become. Now today I was doing research on some ways which a person can develop himself or herself to become someone of great change and great change in the society. And the very first point is setting clear goals. I get to understand that in our day-to-day living, for you to progress, you must have a goal. A goal is just like an objective that you've put in place that after given duration of time you want to achieve it. We have short-term goals and we also have long-term goals. Short-term goals are just the short aims and objectives that you can accomplish at a given time. Then long-term goals is achieved after a very long time. You can even say that by the end of this year, I should have a studio or I should have a restaurant or a business somewhere. That is a long-term goal because it's set in a long period of time. But a short-term goal can be maybe at the end of this semester, I want to achieve this array of grades. That's a short-term goals. Then you establish on how you will achieve them. Now that's the first strategy of how you can make yourself very useful in the development. The very second one is developing hobbies and interest. You have to understand what is your hobby, what is your interest, so that you know what you engage in. It helps to prevent being an idle person. There's this famous orator who said that an idle mind is the devil's playground. So being idle is not good. So you have to identify some hobbies and interests that you can engage yourself in. Maybe maybe you like politics. You can begin a podcast and talk about South African politics, how Julius Malema and the EFF are struggling to emancipate that country from the dungeon of economic collapse and the rest. The state of Africa, the state of the world wars, and many other things. So you develop your hobbies and interest. The genre you are interested in, you engage yourself in them. Hobbies, maybe you like cooking, you like dancing. You can go get into dance theaters. You can get into cooking, restaurants. You like acting, you can get into groups of theaters. You can act plays and many others. So this helps to prevent being idle that can lead direct energy to the wrong direction. Now the third one is seeking mentors and role models. Mentors and role models are very good people in the society. You can say that I want to be like somebody. Or maybe when you are growing up, the parents like to simulate the children to a certain hero in the society. So maybe let's say a young person was born and the parents were guiding that person. So the parents would say, I want you to be like Barack Obama. So he's being simulated to Barack Obama. Who is Barack Obama? He was the president and he had the ambition of telling Africans that yes, we can strategy. So, having someone who you can aim at, you can emulate, you know, makes you to work even harder and harder in life. Practicing mindfulness, the act of understanding everybody and tolerating everything that they would put in place and would put you in a good place with them. Also, building a supportive network. You have a network with people that can support you emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, physically, holistically as a whole. So just build network. You can do this by attending a lot of seminars, attending a lot of ball games and plays, just interacting so much with people, avoiding being an introvert will help build a lot of supportive network. Another thing is educating yourself. Get yourself into books. Read a lot of journals on various topics of interest, and it will help develop the mental faculty and other functions of the mind to understand a lot of things in the development process. Another thing is volunteer and give back. After learning something, you also encourage others to do that. It also makes you useful. For example, in school, after studying some bit of mathematics, you learn that concept by teaching others. Okay? So understanding something and giving back to the society also helps a person to develop. The very last thing is seeking meaningful relationship. Having friends